Okay, so call this meeting to order. First, can we invite, we have the invocation of the Past President Chantel. Can you do the invocation for us, please?
All right. Good afternoon. Shall we all stand for the invocation? Grant, O Lord, that the true spirit of service above self enter our hearts, every act be guided by the four-way test of Rotary. Amen.
Past President Tony, can you lead us in the Lord toast?
Fellow Rotarians, raise your glasses, please. Okay, the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
To the King.
And the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Thank you. Be seated. Okay, right. From our members here today, we don't have any visiting guests. We do have one of our esteemed past presidents with us today, and my predecessor, Sergeant of Arms, for umpteen years. So please let's give past President Tony a warm welcome. For those of you, only Deidre and Wade might not know, but one time ago in Tony's earlier life, you see Tony jetting from Camp Road to Luciano's restaurant on his scooter, you know?
Yeah,
And had a long ponytail and so forth, you know? But that's past President Tony for you, always a guy who brings lots of cheer and fun to our club. So good to have you, past president, okay? All right. What about online? Do we have any visiting Rotarians online?
Yes.
We do? Okay. I don't all go at once, but if you could indicate who's visiting with us today, please.
Good afternoon. It's Kevin Fernando, past president of Rotary Club of New Providence.
Kevin, good to have you, past president Kevin. Anyone else?
Good afternoon, Mike Stafford from the Rotary Club of Freeport in the Great Northern Bahamas.
Good to have you, Rotarian Mike.
Hi.
Good afternoon, Charlene Kearney, Rotary Club of New Providence. Always a pleasure.
Good to have you, Rotarian Charlene. Good to have you, Charlene.
Hi, Charlene.
Is that it? Well, fellow Rotarians, let's greet our visiting Rotarians in the normal manner. Try to talk a bit louder so you can have more. Service, thank you very much. Yes, I feel like I'm doing like a talk show type thing up here. Like Jeopardy or something. Right, yes, you got the Jeopardy, right. And do we have any guests with us today? Non-Rotarian guests. Thank you. Thank you. Any Rotarians? Do you have any guests today, Rotarians? No? We all Rotary, all Rotarians today then? All right, great. All right, well, we probably have a great meeting. I will then invite our president then to come up.
Thank you very much.
Let's greet our president, please.
Thank you very much. As Jamal said at the beginning, it's good to have all of you here in person, and welcome to those of you who are online. Always good to have you joining into the Rotary Club of Nassau's meeting, and we look forward to a wonderful participation this afternoon. And as Jamal would have said, when I first came to Rotary, on the invitation of Jamal, many of you that know that, there was always a great time of comedy. And I really can't allow that moment to pass me by, when I got a few days left in this chair. So, past President Tony Wallace, I know you're a man always prepared. And I think one of the things I said when I first came in, I was supposed to have really a, what do you call it? This was it, a joke off between you and Jamal. I'll tell you, in your absence, he has made very good attempts. Very good attempts. I think the joke he would have said last week too is perhaps it is a better joke for the year. You know? But I've always said I've got to find a kind of comedy between you and Jamal, and not that it's a kind of a raffle to see. Today I want to invite you back for the changeover. You gotta come back. And I'm saying this now, Jamal, please, Ethan ready.
Yes.
I want to have a special segment between you and Jamal for the changeover. Okay?
I might be traveling.
You might be traveling. I want you to change your travel plans.
Sorry, that is the worst of the worst.
Right? I want you to change your travel plans because I can't allow this time to go by. Right? No. We can't let him out of it by default. To really get that kind of thing. But what joke you got on stage? I know you got something up your sleeve. It's kind of short. Yeah. But I know you got something up. Yeah. Please. Jamal, get some credit, Jamal. You find something. You know?
I just come back from visiting California. Visiting my daughter and grandchildren in California. And we went for a walk in the woods. And in the woods was a stream. And in the stream was a couple of beavers working. And the beavers were taking these tree trunks.
More like lazy one.
Oh, hold it closer. They were taking these tree trunks into the river and laying them across the river. And they took another tree trunk and laid it on top of the other one. And then he took a third tree trunk and laid it on top of the other two. And I thought to myself, damn.
That's it?
That's it. That's a joke. All right, that was a good one.
You missed
Oh,
it.
now I get you. Now, okay.
All right.
Jamal, can I talk now?
This is a Russian joke. During the time of when Russia was falling apart and Brezhnev was in charge, and they were accused because the economy was kind of falling apart, and you had to queue for a day, hours and hours to get bread, hours and hours to buy milk, hours and hours to buy anything. So the Russians there, and they're queuing in a queue, and he waits there for hours for the bread line to go into the bakery. And after 6 hours waiting in the line, he snaps. He said, "That's it, I've had it, I've fed up these queues, I'm gonna go and shoot Brezhnev, president of the Russian Republic." And he goes off. And he comes back about 45 minutes later. And the guy who joins his place in the queue. And the man next to him turns around and said, "Well, how did it go? Did you shoot Brezhnev?" He said, "No, the queue was too long." All right, that's it.
All right.
Okay, Jamal, let's get down.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
No, hold on. Don't let them make a puppy show of us, eh? Okay, so I asked my assistant to provide me with a joke. They haven't provided yet, so I'm speaking of when I get back to the office. But anyway, here we go. No, no. You have assistants where you can, right? So the Pope is super early for his flight. He asks his driver on his way to the airport if he can drive around for a while because they have time to kill, and he hasn't driven a car since becoming the Pope. Naturally, he's a bit rusty, so he's driving poorly when suddenly he sees police lights behind him. He pulls over, and when the officer comes up to the window, his eyes go wide. And he says to the Pope, "Hold on for a minute," and goes back to his car to radio the chief. So Chief says, the cop says, "Chief, we have a situation here. I've pulled over an important figure." Chief says, "How important? A governor or something or what?" Cop says, "No, sir, he's bigger." Chief says, "So what? A celebrity or something you're talking about? More important stuff." more important. A major politician then? No, sir. He's much more important. Well, who is it? Who is it, man? Actually, I'm not sure, but the posters drive him.
Let me check it. I don't want all of them.
You have a better one than that?
I don't want them all.
Come on.
I hate to do this to you, all right? But this can be about, and I want to let you know this can be about Jamal. So, this is Jamal's wife, right? She treated, now she decided to treat her husband by taking him to a strip club for his birthday last Friday. And at the club, the doorman said, "Hi, Jamal. How are you?" So Jamal quickly said, "Oh dear, I play football with him." I said, and so inside the bar, the bartender asked, "Hi, Jamal. Good to see you." Before you say anything, he's on the darts team. Next, the stripper said, "Hi, Jamal. Do you crave the special again?" And so, of course, this wife stormed out, driving Jamal, and he jumped in the taxi. The taxi driver said, "Hey, Jamal, boy, you pick an ugly one this time."
Hey, you stole it from me, man. You know, I had something the other day.
All right,
That's not the one I did, yeah. That's the one that I posted.
we gotta add Dwayne to the lineup. I'm Jamal, he ahead of you, you know? He ahead of you. So my ranking right now is Tony Wallace, Dwayne, and then you.
That was my joke, though.
Huh?
That was my joke.
Please, I'm gonna eat.
The club needed it. The club needed it last week. I said that. The club really needed that in the chat.
I tell you what, at least you got someone in your corner. Thank you all very much. Very good, very good. All right. As I mentioned, I have in my hand the changeover tickets. As I have also mentioned to all of you that we're expecting all Rotarians, members of the Rotary Club of Nassau, to get at least 2 tickets. So I'll see all of you before you leave, who I haven't seen last week, to make sure you get your tickets for a very, very exciting event that's planned for the 25th. The only person who said that he may not be here is past President Tony Wallace, and I've asked him to be so kind, if only for us to change your entire flight plans. Change your family vacation, tell them you've got to be here at our changeover on the 25th, especially now that we have a comedic session planned for, and anybody else who wants to join that comedy session. I know past President Sam Boodle also does one stand-up comedy, so I may be able to get past President Sam to join that stand-up comedy segment, to be able to bring something special. I think I'm gonna raffle them off. The way it's gonna work though is you're gonna win by vote. So whoever gets the most applause.
Open up to the whole club and anyone can compete.
You're scared, right? So the voting will be by the applause. Whoever gets the most applause, that's the person who's going to get the most money that we raffle for that night.
Oh boy.
All right. So it should be fun.
See everybody participate.
Yeah, no, the money ain't to you. Come to the club.
Oh.
You know, you raise the money. You raise the money. The money coming to you. Huh? Pay the ante. I like that.
I know I work with Jamal.
We're gonna roll. Okay, let's get y'all speaking this afternoon. As you see, Jamie's going around with the raffle this afternoon, wonderful raffles that is. Turn the camera towards me. I'm in front, say no. So,
You're blocking the camera.
Past President Tony Wallace has been so kind to bring wonderful treats this afternoon. So there's something here for everybody. Everybody, if you're watching your vape and you're trying to trim down, there's mangoes, okay? And these are harvested from his yard, it looks like. So these are all fresh, okay? If you're having a wonderful celebration, you've got a bottle of wine. Should put my glasses on. 2022 Chilean wine. So again, it's Stanley. Thank you very much, Past President Tony. And he's also brought some paintings. Bahama Prince, he's advised. Prince, yeah. So there's something here for everybody. So everybody, even if you online, you need to buy a raffle ticket. You make a contribution to the club's account. Everybody in person should be able to get a ticket because it's going to be a standing raffle time. So make sure you participate again. I'm now going to invite IVP Chantel, who will introduce our speaker for this afternoon.
All right, good afternoon again, everyone.
Afternoon.
So Dr. Indira Grimes, Indira Minus Grimes, is a consultant physician and director of geriatric services at Sandilands Rehabilitation Center since 2018. Additionally, she is one of the creators of the Pushathon, now in its 13th year, and co-chair of the Pushathon Committee. Dr. Grimes trained at the University of the West Indies for medical school and further specialized in family medicine and gerontology. Indira serves on a number of the Bahamas' national councils and committees. She is my high school classmate. She's married to Dr. Valentine Grimes for 17 years and the mother of their 2 Queens College children. Please join me in welcoming Indira as she discusses the Sandilands Rehabilitation Center's annual Pushathon. What is that, sorry?
You was schoolmate. You also from Grand Bahama?
That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
Grand Bahamian all the way.
Thank you.
She doesn't know Nassau? No, Mac. Thank you, Chantel, for that lovely introduction. My longtime friend, one of my best friends, Chantel, one of my ride or dies.
Yes.
There since we were little girls, and it's so lovely to be introduced by her and your past as a Rotarian and your past president. And we miss her. She's all the way in Turks, but it's good to hear her. So thank you to the Rotary Club of East Nassau for inviting us.
East?
Of Nassau.
Who's that?
Oh, my apologies. I'm gonna pay a fine today. Thank you so much to you and your organization for inviting me today to talk to you about the Pushathon, and we do appreciate the continued support of the Rotary Club over the years with this event. So just a little bit on a background, you know, Sandilands is a mental health facility that's been in existence since 1956. It has 9 active mental health wards that address acute and long-term issues for the mental health patients. We also have outpatient mental health services at the Community Counseling and Assessment Center, which is located on Collins Avenue across from Doctors Hospital. I'm not sure who's changing the slide for me, but the next slide would show you geriatric hospital. And geriatric hospital has been in existence since 1965. And it was designed originally for patients to be transferred from TMH who needed long-term care. They were disabled, their families were unable to care for them, and they needed a facility where they could be housed long-term. And so that's how geriatric hospital came about. It has 4 wards, 2 male, 2 female wards, and we essentially admit patients for the long haul. Most of them are with us for the rest of their life, because due to the complexities of aging for them, they have become beyond the help of what their families or loved ones can offer, or maybe they don't have that type of support in the community. And we also do outpatient services in various departments of public health clinics at Anstown Clinic, Gambier Clinic, and Foxhill Clinic. And for a couple of years now, we've also been offering services in South Andros. Next slide. So you can go to the next one.
The next one.
I see. Okay, bye.
Okay, for some reason, this slide looks like it didn't work out. So just one thing I wanted to point out here is that the population is aging. All around the world, the population is getting older. We have an aging population. By 2050, by 2030, 1 in 6 persons in just about every country will be over the age of 60. People are having less children these days. And so that means that as the younger population in numbers decrease, we'll have an increase in the older population over 60. This also will not only affects the population difference, but you have to wonder who's gonna take care of older persons if we're having less younger people coming up. And we having less younger people in the populations as well, because not only because of smaller families, but children are migrating, finding jobs in different, we have an international new generation, so they're moving around, they're not necessarily sticking around to take care of mommy and daddy or Grammy and grandpa. And so we have to think about all of these things and how geriatric hospital or a place like geriatric hospital will play into the future for the community. Next slide. So, so what would aging bring? We most of us want to age well, age successfully, age positively, be as healthy as possible as we age, and most of us will do that as long as we maintain a healthy lifestyle. We are physically active. We're regularly getting our checkups, avoiding easily catchable diseases, you know, getting our vaccines for the flu and pneumonia and so on, and just staying as healthy as possible. But studies have also shown that if we can remain socially engaged with our community and connected and purposeful, learning new things as we get older, this also helps us to age well. So it's very important that you think about the whole person when you're thinking about aging. It's not just about getting out there and doing your physical exercise or having your salads and fruits every day, but also how you're engaging. So this forum is definitely one way to stay engaged with your community, stay engaged with others, and so on, and also have a purpose where you can devote a lot of yourself to others. So where does the Push-a-thon tie into this? The Push-a-thon was developed in 2012 out of the World Health Organization, World Health Day, where their theme at that point was to focus on older persons and this aging change that is to come. And they emphasize that good health adds life to your years, not add years to life. And so you have to really look at that theme and the interpretation of its semblance, and geriatrics thought one way we could embody that and keep it a regular activity or a regular theme within the work we do there is to develop an activity that engages all the patients at all levels of functioning, but also brings in the community, strengthens community awareness. And so hence the Push-a-thon was created. This is like a walk-a-thon, but we can push persons who are wheelchair bound or mobility challenged. We can have people walking with us and running. So all different walks of functionality in life, all ages can participate. And we always, and we hope that it opens up ambulance and geriatric hospitals a little bit more to the community so they can understand the work we're trying to do and the importance of mental health and keeping mentally healthy as well as aging well. So, because physical activity and being engaged with others has its benefits to not only helping you to age well, but mentally also to stay well. And so in 2012, we had the first Push-a-thon, and so we have a few slides that shows the flyers over the years and how that's developed. We started off doing things on our own computers, doing our own PDF files, and having no graphic design type of experience. So it looks very, and then it kind of, as we got more resources, kind of developed. We have been in the papers showing off what we have done in terms of pushing patients. Next one. This here, so we have had patients be our patrons and our leaders. These patients in the pictures have unfortunately passed on, but they led the charge in 2019. Next slide. And we were grateful to them. This is a committee member giving an interview for FedNet. You can go to the next one. And here's this is our 10th annual, which was a big deal, but it was during when COVID was hopefully coming at the tail end and we still were under restrictions to protect patients. You can press play here. It's a still short video to show you how we went about continuing to go. We can go to the next slide. So for 2021, that was unique because we were still under restrictions. We couldn't take the patients out from the facility for 2 years. They really couldn't interact with anybody but the staff. We still had to wear masks and so on because Ministry of Health still had us under restrictions. But we kept the push-a-thon going by doing the race right on the compound. So what you saw was staff continuing it despite the fact that we were restricted by COVID, and keeping the push-a-thon tradition going because the patients look forward to it. Some of them mark it on their calendar. They're very competitive. They look forward to winning their medals and keeping their reputations going. You can go to the next slide. So in this one, this was 2023, and we were blessed with Mother Pratt, the current Governor General, as being our patron, and she brought a lot of popularity to the push-a-thon, and she is still supporting us in the background, and we do appreciate everything that she's doing because she really believes in helping people, and she has the those who can't do for themselves at nearest and dearest to her heart. So this was from last year, and our crowd, as you might note in the pictures, has grown, and we always changing our t-shirt colors, and just trying to keep it fresh and get our patients engaged in the event. So this year, we have it slated for this Saturday, June 15th. We're starting at 6 a.m. And it's wonderful for us to be graced with the support of Bishop Dr. Carrington Pinder and his wife, Reverend Dr. Sabrina Pinder. They're both our patrons for this year. And so they're coming out to support their family, and their church family will be supporting us. And our other usual community and corporate sponsors as well. Kalina is our title sponsor. They asked to be our title sponsor from last year. They were like, better make us your title sponsor. So we definitely didn't say no to that. We welcome their generous support. We also have the support of BTC, Sunshine Insurance, Ports International, Aquapure, other community groups like AKA Sorority, Rotaract, and the police cadets, Defense Force Rangers are also regular attendees. So, and many other community supports and association will also be coming out to cheer us on. And so we hope that this club will also be amongst those supporters this year, helping us to push, walk, run, cheer people on the road, give out water, whatever it is we need. We look forward to you being hands-on with us. So the registration fee is $20. You can register on the website www.pushathon242.com, or you can pay directly at Sandilands and ask for Dr. Ashley Adley. She's the co-chair this year. She's been leading the charge, doing most of the work, and I help in the background where she needs it. We want everybody gathered at Sandilands to 6 a.m. registered with their shirt and numbers on. We have a little bit of a warm-up workout, and then we get right into the race right after that, out the gate. So we look forward to your support. Proceeds will be in aid of gaining a wheelchair bus for the facility. Unfortunately, our wheelchair buses in the past went through some damages and it's no longer functional, and we recognize we need to replace it. So whatever little proceeds the push-a-thon can gain will go to the base of starting what we need to get for the funding for a new wheelchair bus. The wheelchair bus allows our clients to go to recreational activities, go out for outings, parties that recreational department takes them to, but also ensures that they attend any specialty appointments outside of San Luis needed through PMH. So it's a big deal in terms of the continuity of care for the clients getting a new wheelchair bus. So the routes, we get out of the Sandilands gate and go north, turn right going north on Fox Hill Road, and then head east on Prince Charles. And then come, when we get to Elizabeth Estates, go south on Commonwealth Boulevard through Elizabeth Estates community, and then back west on Yamacraw Hill Road, up north on Fox Hill Road, back to Sandilands. So it's a quick 3-mile route for the walkers and pushers. If you're running, then you have a 5.5-mile route where you will continue on Prince Charles east to the beach and turn right on Yamacraw Hill Road, back to Fox Hill Road, and back up to Sandilands from there. So the runners are usually very enthusiastic and ready to get out of there quick. So we look forward to our usual crew to come and keep their reputations and their first place. So thank you for the time to talk to you. Appreciate your support as always. And see you there on Saturday.
Will each participant be assigned to someone in the gym?
Yes, if you signed up to be a pusher, you will be assigned to a patient to push. We try to match people up. Certainly, sometimes people switch around, and that's okay. It's also okay if you want to double up, because I'll tell you, as someone who has pushed all these years, it's no light feat. But yes, no. In other words, you might want a buddy who can give you a break for a few feet. Yeah, and you just decide who's gonna get the medal if you place first, second, and third, But it's fun, it's a nice time. The patients love the interaction with their pusher. A lot of times, people are just making a new friend along the way as they push the patient enjoys the time.
And follow up, Commonwealth Boulevard has a lot of speed bumps.
It does.
Now, what safety do we have? Are these patients strapped in the chair and all
Yes.
that kind of thing?
Yes, we have seat belts in the chair, in all the wheelchairs, strapping the patients in, so they're not, sliding out of the chair. And we also have footrests. All the wheelchairs are equipped with footrests to raise the feet off the ground, so they're not sliding or, avoid any injury.
Am I right in thinking you're not allowed to push faster than 30 miles an hour as well?
Yeah, that's a good speed. 30 miles an hour is. Anybody who can push faster than that.
Is that a speed limit?
That
It's a regular speed limit. Can you put up the
flyer?
Yeah,
with the QR code, yeah.
My buddy and I would like to walk on push.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
So, thank you.
So you can scan the QR code or go on www.pushathon242.com. You can register, make sure you register and fill in your information, your name, your
It's in the
t-shirt
chat.
size, what you're gonna be doing. And then there's an online payment button that takes you to a cash and go website that takes your payment, and everything gets sent to us. So we can ensure that you have your package ready for you.
Yes, I did that, and it's quite simple,
Okay,
straightforward.
thank you.
Yeah, so my wife and I will be there Saturday morning.
So once you register, where do you get a t-shirt?
Okay, so Dr. Adley or one of her team members may call you to tell you can pick it up, but you can go to Sandilands and ask for her anytime this week. Arrange to pick up your package there.
10 to 3.
10 to 3, right? She will give you the time. Usually Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays are the hot days. So I know all day tomorrow they'll be there picking up packages. And Thursday, we have a live remote with 100 jams, and there'll be a team there picking up packages. Tomorrow, Thursday, 12 to 2.
Okay,
For
is
sure.
there
And then
can I
Friday,
store this contact as a contact to Paul once we have that for
One more comment. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding is that then Dr. Henry Podleski, after his wartime service in the Second World War, came to the Bahamas and was instrumental in improving the mental health facilities. He gave a talk one year about when he arrived, the only hospital for people with mental problems was called Crazy Hill. And he said it was a Victorian kind of, people visited on Sunday to laugh at the lunatics. He said it was unbelievable. And he was very instrumental in transforming it into what it's become today. And he was a Rotarian of at least 30, maybe 40 years, very valued member of this club.
Thank you. Yes, Dr. Podleski is a well-known icon of mental illness and champion for the Bahamas. And in fact, the female acute ward is named after him there.
Just a general question. Thank you for the emphasis. And obviously this push it on. Let me ask you, so and you mentioned there's going to be runners. They're not participating with patients.
No, well, I mean, we unfortunately, we don't have any patients who are able to do the runner's route on their
But
own.
they're not pushing them when they run.
No, the runner's route are for those who strictly just want to run, because, yes. And so they will go on their own. So how we do it, we also stagger the times they're out the gate.
Okay.
So like, we usually start the race about 6:30. The first thing we do is let out all the runners, because they're they're ready to go. And they get out the gate, give them a minute, and then the walkers who are walking, just walking. And then the pushers are last, to allow them the space to push, and they're not knocking into anybody who's walking or running or anything like that. And we know they're gonna be a little bit slower, but we do have a few pushers who are very athletic, and I have known people to run and push people at the same time in the past, but they're super athletic. And usually they're a relative of the client they're pushing, and the client is telling them they wanna come first, so they kind of have no choice but to get there. Yeah.
I had a fellow challenge me I think it was last year. He was much younger, he was a teenage boy. And we were coming up in the back of Bishop, what's the church right in the States? Anyway.
I know you.
And, right, and to your point, Ray, there was some speed bumps.
Yeah.
And my God, when we hit that speed bump, the patient on the floor that chair, I said, boy, you better stop it. Yeah. So no, there was a guy who challenged me last year.
Yeah, some people take it super serious.
And he was egged on by the patient in the chair.
Yeah, the patient doesn't want to come last. I'm telling you, there's some patients who are very upset if they don't get a prize, if they don't get their medal. And they put the pressure on their pusher, unfortunately.
Right.
But luckily, usually those patients who are pretty competitive also handpick their pusher. Yeah, they're particular about who pushes them. So that's usually organized and not put on our ball. The pressure isn't put on the volunteers. But yeah.
Outside of the push on, how can persons get involved with supporting geriatrics or not?
That's a great question. So we have a communications department led by Betsy DeValier. She organizes through her office. Groups can organize the opportunities to visit and do any work that they want to do. Like some groups come in to do Father's Day activities, Mother's Day activities. Some church organizations organize, some bring food, some want to do a game night, movie night, things like that. So once you've communicated with Mr. Valier and the date is available, Santos doesn't have anything else going on, et cetera, that could be well organized. Definitely, we have had groups coming in this year and organizing activities on the weekend, on an evening, to do with patients. Some organizations adopt a ward and regularly come in and work with that ward. And you choose the activity you would like to do with the client.
Thank you. So just curious, I know, 2 weeks ago, someone invited me to an initiative, at the geriatrics, we had bingo, and we had food. And it was so inspiring to me that another association I'm a part of, CAMO, we intend to do something similar. So you said Betty Devalier.
Betsy Devalier, yeah. Her office number is 364-9618.
And then my secretary.
Right. So, yeah, 364-9618 is her office number, or the operator's number at Sandlands is 364-9600, and once you ask for Mr. Valier, they will connect you to our office.
Appreciate it.
They know pretty much, the staff is pretty much well, intimate with one another enough to know where everybody's located. So even if you're looking for us for a push-a-thon package or to know more about the push-a-thon, you call the operator, they will find us.
What's the title?
Her title, Mrs. Betsy Devalier is the Department of Communications head department or director.
There's a question online. Can one register on the day of the event?
You can register on the day of the event, but it'll cost you. It's $5 more, $25, but you can register on the day, on the morning of the event. T-shirts, packages will be available should you choose to come in on that morning, no problem.
You come ready.
Yeah, the earlier the better. Registration will be going on from 5 in the morning, but we'll probably close off by 6 because we need to do our little warm-up time, gather everybody at the starting point, and have a little prayer and get everybody going. And that half hour between 6 and 6:30 goes very fast.
Doc, is this your brainchild?
Yes, but I don't take it as my own. It's Sandlands, it's geriatrics, and I'm happy that we have had I chaired it for 10 years. And then I tried to bring on newer chairs who brought it, taking it to a more modern level. So Dr. Dorset chaired it for 2 years, Dr. Sasha Dorset. She did it in 2022 and 2023. And this year is Dr. Ashley Adderley. So they're taking it to newer, higher heights. I'm just their backup dancer, their backup support.
Introduce the idea.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes, along with.
Do you know, Doc, what's the distance from the hospital to
Okay, for the walkers distance, the walkers and the pushers, that's about 3 miles through Elizabeth Estates and back. But if you're going all the way to the beach on Prince Charles East and coming right back along Yamacraw, that's 5.5 miles.
Any other questions? Any other questions online, Francina?
No.
Dr. Grantley, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I want to encourage all of RCN, as many as you can, please, let's come on Saturday, 6 o'clock, let's go and get our t-shirts early, so we can be there in good numbers. Like I said, I enjoyed it the time that I was there. I'm not trying to compete with anybody this year, but it was a fantastic time.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for
your
coming. Let's give
support.
Dr. Grantley a round of applause.
Appreciate it.
Chandel, you flying in Saturday, Chandel?
I'll be there in spirit. This will be the first time I'm missing in 4 years? I think I've done it 4 years in a row now, but I'll be there in spirit.
Or spirit?
It's in spirit.
Okay, good. All right, Jimmy, you get my ticket, Jimmy. What is the total fines? What's the total fines?
I don't have any change, Mr. President. Would you like to make a $5 donation?
You decide now, you got.
Yeah.
So you covered it?
Do you have $5?
So
I mean, can you give me that last time? No, sorry,
Jamal.
I mean, come for the president. I come for the president.
Okay.
No, fine.
Okay, you picked the ticket already?
Not yet, sir.
Let's do it, guys. Okay.
Just take it off.
Can you put the $5?
Okay. Thank you.
791.
We don't give no ticket yet, though, Jamie. You keep trying to ball me now.
This is what is that?
791. Okay, we actually have two gifts items. I can consider.
The mango is not for auction.
The mango is for auction then?
Jamie and I.
What's I'm talking about? Why give me all the money back? You need to wrap it up.
This goes with.
Okay. So you get the opportunity to pick what you want.
Oh,
And
my
then
goodness.
then you get to pick a ticket.
You can pick a combination. You either pick wine and mango, or painting and skirts.
The mango's separate.
You pick what you want.
I can take this one.
Okay, I go to
We got it.
You ready? She let me watch it. This guy. Okay.
Right. You'll
Like,
take
get
it
this
over
and a
there
mango.
so
Take it
people
and a mango,
online
right.
can see you.
Okay, so now one more. Pick another two. Jamie.
The winner picks the ticket.
Okay, so now.
That's how we do it.
Let's pick on the ticket. And one mango.
Whilst it's doing that, can I come find you now?
Please.
All right, so I'm gonna put a $10 fine.
Excellent. Okay.
My infractions. Anyone else?
That's it?
89. What's ticket number 89?
Your pins on.
Anybody else number 89?
89 left.
Raquel, you one of the students.
89. Who was 89? Give me that ticket.
89 left.
No, 89. I don't know why I scrolled over your program.
89.
They left.
Okay, take another ticket, Jamie. Let's go. Let's be standing, please. Forward desk, please. Forward desk.
Chantel.
Okay. A1. Come.
Okay, let's go. Let's get the next something.
With what? Oh, no.
Everybody will say, Jimmy.
I didn't give you the tickets last time.
No.
You got it.
It was in here.
Okay, we got $12.
By Darren. Yeah.
Oh.
Right there.
Get your changeover tickets, Two for you. Oh, this is
Standing, please.
Dwayne's money
For what?
for the tickets, for the
Okay.
changeover.
What is the number? Was? Do you
Oh.
know? $12.
I did record numbers.
You have hands on, all right.
Did you give the same thing, so you do, before we test, please? You see it?
Is it the truth?
Of the things.
Of the things.
Three things, say or do. Is it the truth?
Is it fair to all
concerned?
Will it be
goodwill and beneficial?
Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
And will it be fun? Yes, it will.
Thank you. Tony Wallace, so good to have you up. Would you kindly raise your glasses with us for the final toast, please?
Last toast, Rotary around the world.
Rotary around the world. Thank you all. Have a good afternoon. Those who haven't got your tickets, everybody got tickets to change over. You recorded the numbers.
Good afternoon. Kino. You wanna give one? Dwayne.
All right, good day, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
Thank you so much.
No problem.